Hello everyone, welcome back to Exapunks. So we just blasted through this modem puzzle. Now we have this Emersons guide. We're giving a convenience store a high rating in a prestigious restaurant guide. A convenience store in a restaurant guide. Sure. Theory: the inconsistency of ratings depends on context. We made a hit by picking a generic pop song and artificially boosting its exposure. But there are other domains where this isn't possible. For example, you couldn't change a people's behavior by giving a last stop store a 5-star rating in a restaurant guide. That would be ridiculous. That's what we're going to prove here. Each host contains a list of restaurants and their ratings from 1 to 5 stars. In file 200. Locate the entry that corresponds to the last stop on Eddy Street and change its rating from 1 to 5 stars. The name of the target restaurant and its location within the GIS grid is available in file 300. The first coordinate is the number of times to move east. The second coordinate is the number of times to move north or south. Okay. And it says to look in the manual, but it seems pretty straightforward. I don't think we need to. So in this case, 300 is telling us... is it always last stop? It is. Okay. It's telling us that it's 1... Wait a minute. It's 1 east... Wait a minute. It's saying it's this one? Yeah. So... 1 east and then 1 south? North is this way. Ah, okay. I should have looked at the compass. So 1 east and 1 south. And east is always 801 and south is always 802. Alright. So... it's always only one thing, right? Like, we don't have to change multiple things. The trick is just getting there. And so the goal is to just change it to 5 stars. Is it always 1 star at least? Or do we need to like grab a star sign? I think it has to always be at least 1 star. So we just need to copy the first element into the other 4. Always. Alright. I think we can do this just with 1 bot. Here, go ahead. Grab 300. Then link 800. And now we'll have to actually start reading to figure out where to go next. Let's see. So what we need is kind of a translation from 1 0 so 801 plus or minus. Let's see. You know, let's not try to do that. Let's do our north-south movement first, and then we'll do our left-right movement, east-west movement as separate steps, just to think of it more easily. I'm sure there is a way to map one of these into the 4 values. Do I want to think about it? Let me just... You know, it's just easier to think about it the other way. So let's just set up 4 little places where we'll figure out which direction to go next. So I guess I could write to the file. Yeah, I don't need to keep the file pristine. I can use the file to keep track of where we're going. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work well. I like it. So seek 1. Okay, wait a minute. Seek. Seek 1. So now we're pointing at the north-south coordinate. No, we're pointing at the east-west coordinate. So we're either looking to go 801 or 803, and a 1 means to go 801. A negative 1 means to go 803. That's convenient. That's inconvenient. Because otherwise we could just add it. But no, that's not gonna work. So let's make this more recursive. So we're going to here, mark, move closer, there. And what it's going to do is it's going to look at its X and seek 1 and copy F to X. So X is going to be the east-west. Well, let's do that. Let's have a move closer east-west and a move closer north-south. I'm still thinking we could do this all at once, but I'm feeling lazy. Let's get a solution. Then we can optimize if it turns out that we were much worse than everyone else. So we're going to seek 1, then copy X. Well, it's not about moving closer. Let's move east-west and move north-south. Wait a minute. Can it ever be west? Like, would that be moving us back onto our thing? This first number always has to be positive. Yeah, the first coordinate is always the number times to move east. So move east. Seek 1 and copy FX. And now mark east loop. X subby, well, test X equals 0. If true, you're done. True, jump to the move north-south. If not true, then you need to move. So it would be link 801 subby x1x and jump east loop. That seems fine. That will get us in the right column. Now to go north-south, seek 1. Well, we're already on it. So copy X, F to X. Then we have our north-south loop. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. Well, it's 800 versus 802. No, I'm not clever enough to do that. Let's just add more lines of code. So, test X greater than 0. If true, jump to move north to north loop. Else we're in south loop. Else mark south loop. And north loop is right here. So south loop, we have a negative number. So we want to test x equals 0. If true, then we go to the process change stars. Stars, not starts. Otherwise, and let's prototype that down here. Mark change stars. Otherwise, we're still needing to go north, so link, or still needing to go south. So link 802 addy x1x and jump south loop. And north loop will look very similar to that. Except we're gonna be linking 800 and subbing. Okay, let's just see if that got us to the right place. So this one is going 1 over and then 1 down. And then it's done. Out of instructions. Yep. Okay, at change stars, what we need to do is look for, well, we're gonna have to create another person. So repla this is the one that's actually going to be doing the work to change the stars. Repla change 200. Change host. Now let's change these names. We'll make this one change host, and then we'll make the other one change stars. Okay, and we'll prototype that down here, change stars. So if you're the host, if you're the guy that's holding the 300, then you need to, well, before we do that, let's go ahead and copy in. So seek minus 9999, copy F to X, to X, yeah, store it there. Well, do I need to have a second person do this? All I really need to do is grab that. So yeah, forget this, forget that. Then wipe the file and pick up the 200. Now we need to walk the 200 until we find the right row. Or the right one. We don't want to change phonation, we want to change last stop. So let's see. Test F equals X. If false, if it's true, then you need to change the stars. So T jump change stars. Otherwise, we need to keep looking. So let's prototype that. Now we're sitting there. We're sitting right now on the first star of the wrong row. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forward. So seek 5. And then do a loop. So jump to the change loop. To the host loop. I think that should work. Yeah, let's test it. Okay, so we're pointing that. Now we're going forward. Now we tested it, and it is equal. So it's going to go down the change stars and not have any instructions. So for change stars, we want it to copy F to X and then copy X to F 4 times. And then halt. Haddle. Haddle now. Oh, apparently other people were able to do this much faster than me. I think we have the most common method. What are other people doing? They're probably... I don't even know. What would they be doing that would be different? The movement, probably, finding the thing faster without having to do fewer tests. So like, I know once I see that I have -3, I know I need to go down 3. I don't need to look at it multiple times. Let's continue editing that. See if we can optimize a bit. So it's always going to be a number 1. It's going to be 1, 2, or -1, -2. So it is kind of wasteful to set up a loop when it can never be more than 2. Like having to do this division, subtraction and all that. Let's okay, so this is always going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's I'm thinking we can get rid of this loop. Instead, we'll have a mark east 3, mark east 2, mark east 1. And then we can say test if x equals 3, then, well, we can do it this way. 0 is move ns. It'll be copies of like this. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I can't believe I got that wrong. Wait a minute. I did this wrong. This should be 0, 1, 2, 3. So this will be east 3. This will be east 2, east 1. That should still work. And it's going to take up more lines, but probably is faster. Let's test it. Yeah, we moved down from 52 to 46. So we can do the same sort of thing with the right left. This is terrible code, by the way. I mean, I know it says in the manual that sometimes bad code is better code, but I hate writing it out like this instead of just putting it in a loop. Anyway, let's do the same thing over here. We got, well, actually we don't have that much more space. But there's fewer options. It's going to be 5 things. So here, let's get rid of all this. Oops, I need the first line. Okay, so So this would be if X is 0, then just go to change host. Otherwise, if it's 1, then go to north 1. North 2. 22, no. And after doing that, you're gonna jump to change host. So this is all about linking 800E. I'm betting what people are doing is they're finding a way to translate the numbers here into the, like, storing 800 as the X coordinate. But I'm not sure that would help at all. This seems fine. This seems fine. Let's just leave it. Let's just see how bad this terrible code does. Alright, 800 again. And we'll need a corresponding south. Where people are moving 802. Like, we kind of set it up so that you can move an arbitrary number of spaces, but it's always going to only be a few. South and south. And we don't even need that jump because it goes straight on to change host. I think that should work. Let's see if it's faster. Yeah, we saved another couple cycles. We're at that previous plateau, but we've gained so much more extra lines of code. Nah, it doesn't matter. We have a fairly optimal solution. Oh, apparently that last stop location is getting mobbed. Processing. People are choosing to believe the guide even when it's obviously wrong. Why would they think last stop has actual good food? And why did the guide change their behavior but not the highway sign? It's because they're sheeple. Sheeple. I don't know. I'm more confused than ever. I'm not. Expect less of people and your life will be happier. You just tried to get a peanut plat and it was so crowded. Everyone talking about how good everything is. Alright. Well, that was really fast. I mean, there were some really hard ones, like the bank and all that. That took like hours to do some of these. But now we're knocking them out in like 20 minutes. Let's just go on right into this one and we'll see how it goes. Like, if this ends up taking hours, I might cut episodes right here. Still with me? Okay. Plastered NPC, so that guy wants to challenge me. Time for the next opponent. Are you ready? Totally. I wonder if confidence correlates with success. I guess I'll find out. So it's a different arena, Valhalla. To win this battle, you must control a majority of the hosts for as long as possible. To take control of a host, write any value to its control register. A reading from a control register will tell you if you or an opponent controls the host. Gain 1 cycle point every cycle you control more hosts than your opponent. Ha. Lose 1 point every time one of your EXAs executes a kill instruction. So last time we were all about kind of winning, preventing what our opponent was doing. Let's see, can I select a different opponent? No, it's just plastered. We were focused on getting points. I think this time we're gonna try preventing points. So
Let's go.
let's see. Like, I'm not even gonna test. I'm not even gonna try to see, like, do they own this? Maybe I should care about it. No, we're just gonna go ahead and run up and kill it. So we're losing a point every time we try to kill it. We have a limit of 10, so we actually have quite a few things that we could send out. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do something very naive. I'm going to go ahead and link all of these 800. Well, I could just send one out first because there's a limited number of cycles. So link 800, and let me go 1. I'm assuming that this means forward. So link 800, link 800, link 800, link 800. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm going to repla. I'm gonna copy, well, let's do the copy first. So copy, well, no, it's gonna, well, it doesn't matter. So repla, sanitize, that's what this will be called. So this is going to be mark sanitize. And then we'll make a addy x1x, and then sanitize again, and do that again. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4. We're starting here in the middle. Or do I want to start one forward? I think I might want to start one forward. So link one more time. So, well, no, this is fine. No, this is what I should do. I'm gonna sit like this. Okay, so we just created. Okay. You know, I'm not even gonna do this whole messing around with registers. I'm gonna sanitize 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this will be sanitize 1. We have plenty of size, maybe. Yeah, we got 100 instructions. So sanitizing is saying the kill command. Well, we should make the third one first. Get it out of the way. So we're gonna make one, and we can put that there, that there. So link 800, you link 800, you link 800. And then mark zap. Jump zap. Kill. Kill. So I think what that's gonna do is we're gonna send we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're gonna create a guy that wants to go there, then there, then there, and then kill twice. And you're gonna kill twice, and you're gonna kill twice. We could probably get away with doing it just once. I don't think they're gonna kill each other because of the way it's set out. So maybe that's an issue. Maybe I should add one more kill for you. Here, kill. No op, and then kill. To give that guy some time to get away. Okay, so that's our attacker. Now, the guy that's gonna go and get us points, and this is gonna take up 4 of them. So that's 4 of our storage limit. So we're gonna want to have a score. So let's label these. So you are the killer, and you're the scorer. So to get score points, you just have to write anything to the control register. And I'm just gonna have, well, let's see. So link 800 to get out there. And then we'll make copies. So we'll divide these into pairs, I guess. So repla score 0, and then we'll have a score 1, score 2, score 3, score 4. So that'd be 5 scores here. This is the 6th, and this is creating 4. Okay, and what you're doing for all of these is getting somewhere. You're going to link an 800. So the score 4 is going to end up going 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not far enough. We need to double this up. So score 4 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that works. Then score 3 goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And score 2 goes 1, 1, 2. Score 1 just goes here, and score 0 stays the same. Okay, and then I'm gonna have this one link -1, and then we'll just keep spamming the control thing, and then jump spams control. So to spam control, we just copy 1 CTRL and then jump to spam control. Actually, I'm gonna make it a bit more complicated. So copy 1 to control, then link 800 and do it again, and then link -1, and then you're done, and then repeat. So score 0, is this actually doing anything? So it's gonna start here. And it's gonna go back and forth between these. You know, I like it. Let's see how this goes. We'll see what he does. If we don't get that kill right away, he might just walk all over us, but we'll see. So we're setting out our kill commands. Zap! Oh, it got by us. I think we're gonna win anyway, but I was really hoping to get him. S plus 100 wins. I should have been. Let's try that again. I want to get him. So he went faster than I thought he would. So let's take out